the silence is officially broken. One by one, the greatest legends in WNBA history, MVPs, champions, and icons, are stepping forward to admit what the world already knows. Caitlyn Clark is changing basketball forever. From 3 logo threes in 30 seconds to breaking 62 all-time records before her rookie season even ended, Caitlyn Clark is forcing even the biggest names in the game, Breanna Stewart, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, Diana Taurasi, to stand up and say, she's the real deal. This isn't just hype. This is history. Let's start with the night that changed everything. Fever versus New York Liberty. The crowd was electric. The cameras were rolling. And Caitlyn Clark went nuclear. In just under 30 seconds, she buried 3 logo threes, one after another, from way beyond the arc. New York's defense wasn't bad. They were just helpless. Breanna Stewart, the 2-time MVP and 3-time WNBA champion, could only shake her head and later admitted, "You can't guard that. That's Steph Curry range, but in the WNBA."
Caitlyn is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do. I think that, I'm excited to go alongside these 12, but know that Caitlyn is going to have a bright future with USA Basketball. And I think, the points that she made, she's even more motivated, more hungry, and just knowing that her time is going to come.
Even Aya Wilson, the reigning MVP and the face of the Las Vegas Aces, posted on social media that night saying, "That girl different. I don't care what anyone says." And just like that, Caitlyn Clark didn't just make a statement. She rewrote what was possible in women's basketball. Now, let's talk numbers, because Caitlyn's stats don't just impress, they shock. In her rookie year alone, Caitlyn Clark shattered 62 WNBA and NCAA-related records, including most assists in a single WNBA season, most assists in a single game by a rookie, most three-point shots made in a rookie season, fastest player to reach 500 points and 200 assists, and, get this, the most all-star votes in WNBA history. She didn't just earn respect, she earned followers, fans, and fear. When your name sits next to legends like Diana Taurasi, Lisa Leslie, and Candace Parker, and you're breaking their records, the conversation changes. Suddenly, everyone's asking the same question. Is Caitlyn Clark already one of the greatest? Breanna Stewart, the woman with 2 league MVPs and 3 WNBA championships. One of the most complete players ever. When a reporter asked Stewart about Caitlyn Clark's impact, she smiled and said, "You can't deny her greatness. She's brought millions of new eyes to our game. She's lifting all of us." That's huge.
Caitlyn is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do. I think that, I'm excited to go alongside these 12, but know that Caitlyn is going to have a bright future with USA Basketball. And I think, the points that she made, she's even more motivated, more hungry, and just knowing that her time is going to come.
Because Stewart doesn't hand out compliments lightly. This is a woman who's dominated on every level, from UConn championships to Olympic gold. But she's acknowledging that Caitlyn's influence is on another level. That's the ultimate respect. Next up, Candace Parker. 2-time WNBA MVP, 2-time champion, and TNT analyst. If there's one person who can balance hype with honesty, it's Candace. And on live television, she said this: "Caitlyn Clark is doing things we've never seen in the WNBA. Her passing, her range, her confidence. It's not just her game that's changing. It's the mindset of every young girl watching her." That line went viral. Because Parker knows greatness when she sees it. She compared Caitlyn's impact to what LeBron did for men's basketball, not just scoring points, but elevating the entire culture. When a legend like Candace Parker says that, it's not a compliment, it's a coronation. Then came the voices of the veterans, Tina Charles and Maya Moore. Tina Charles, the 2021 MVP and second all-time leading scorer in WNBA history, said in an interview, "Caitlyn reminds me of myself when I first came in, hungry, unafraid, but with a spotlight 10 times bigger. She's carrying that pressure beautifully." Maya Moore, 2014 MVP and 4-time champion, put it even more emotionally, "Watching Caitlyn play makes me miss the game. She's fearless, joyful, and creative, the exact energy women's basketball needs.
Person and leader that she can be with people was influenced by something that I did, and she can do the same for another little girl, little boy.
The three-pointer is good. She makes it look so easy.
Think about that. One of the most respected players ever saying Caitlyn Clark made her miss the game. That's not just respect, that's inspiration. Nneka Ogwumike, 2016 MVP and perennial All-Star, has been the player's voice in the WNBA for years. When Caitlyn Clark entered the league, Nneka initially urged patience, reminding fans that rookies need time to adjust. But by mid-season, even she had to admit, she's adjusted faster than anyone I've seen. Her IQ is off the charts. She's not just scoring, she's orchestrating. That's leadership recognizing leadership. Caitlyn isn't just a scorer, she's a general, a creator, a playmaker who's redefining what the point guard position means in the modern WNBA. Let's rewind to the pioneers. Cynthia Cooper, the first ever WNBA MVP, and Lisa Leslie, a three-time MVP and Hall of Famer. Both of them laid the foundation for what we see today. Cooper once questioned whether the hype around Caitlyn was too much. But after watching her play, she publicly stated, "I was wrong. That girl can flat out ball."
So great.
Wow.
So talented. And she played so hard. The first thing that came to mind was Coop. She better than you.
Damn.
You gotta do better. I went to work after.
Lisa Leslie added, "Caitlyn is a reminder of why we started this league, to give women a stage big enough to showcase greatness. And she's doing that in ways we only dreamed of." When the legends start admitting they're inspired by the rookie, you know the game has changed. Now, let's talk about Tamika Catchings, Indiana Fever icon, 2011 MVP, and Hall of Famer. For years, she was the face of the Fever franchise. When Caitlyn Clark was drafted, Catchings was one of the first to welcome her with open arms. She said, "I see a lot of myself in Caitlyn, the work ethic, the energy, the connection with fans. But her vision and range are something special. She's taken the Fever brand to a global level." From one Fever legend to another, that's a passing of the torch moment right there. Jonquil Jones, the 2021 MVP and a WNBA champion, didn't hold back either. She said, "I've played against the best, but Caitlyn's pace and passing make her unpredictable. She's like a mix of Sue Bird's brain and Steph Curry's shot." That quote exploded on social media because it's spot on. And then there's Diana Taurasi, the 2009 MVP, the league's all-time leading scorer, and the definition of competitive fire. Diana was skeptical at first. She even said early in the season, rookies gotta earn their respect. But after Clark's triple-double performance, 29 points, 15 assists, 10 rebounds, Taurasi posted one simple tweet: "Fire, respect earned." And finally, the reigning MVP herself, AJ Wilson. AJ has been dominating the league for years, back-to-back titles, MVP trophies, and the face of the Las Vegas Aces. At first, people tried to paint AJ and Caitlyn as rivals. But when asked about Clark's success, AJ simply said, "You can't hate on greatness. She's making us all better." She even admitted, "When I watch her play, I get inspired to add something new to my game." That's the heart of competition, respect, not rivalry.
They were getting them up 100%. So congratulations to her. But I think she got a winner one to really kind of have her name in that. But I mean, she's always going to be a great player for Iowa and for the game as a whole. But yeah, winning one is pretty huge in college. So
let's not forget Erica Wheeler, Caitlyn's teammate, mentor, and veteran guard. Wheeler once said, "Caitlyn's confidence is contagious. When she steps on the floor, we all believe anything's possible." It's that chemistry, that leadership, that's turning Indiana Fever from a rebuilding team into a must-watch phenomenon. So, what does this all mean? It means we're living in the middle of a basketball revolution, led by a 22-year-old from Iowa who refuses to back down. Caitlyn Clark's not waiting for validation. She's earning it. She's not chasing legends, she's joining them. And as one MVP said best, "You can't deny greatness when it's right in front of you." Fire if you believe Caitlyn Clark is the future of basketball. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep celebrating women's greatness on the court. This is more than basketball. This is Caitlyn Clark era.